LiberalViewer presents.
So with Rush Limbaugh fresh from his rejection as an NFL owner because of controversy over his past racist statements, you'd think he'd want to try to clear his name by taking tough questions from real journalists, but instead Limbaugh limited his press availability last weekend to his partisan pals over at Fox News, which Fox promptly trumpeted as a Fox News Sunday exclusive, as you can see here.
Rush Limbaugh in a Fox News Sunday exclusive.
Now, with Fox News under such scrutiny for its conservative bias these days, you'd think they'd try extra hard to give Limbaugh a tough interview, asking tough questions about Limbaugh's past racist statements, like the time Limbaugh told an African-American caller to his old radio show to, quote, "take that bone out of your nose and call me back," unquote. Or the time Rush remarked, quote, "have you ever noticed how all composite pictures of wanted criminals resemble Jesse Jackson?" unquote. Or Fox News could have even asked Limbaugh about his more recent remark more relevant to NFL ownership when Limbaugh said, quote, "the NFL all too often looks like a game between the Bloods and the Crips without any weapons. There, I said it," unquote. But Fox News Sunday never asked Rush Limbaugh about any of these past racially insensitive remarks, and never even asked Limbaugh if these past statements make him too extreme for mainstream America. But instead, the only questions Fox News Sunday host Chris Wallace asked Rush Limbaugh about his exclusion from NFL ownership were softball questions like this one.
You believe in the free market?
I do.
Let's talk about the NFL and the decision to drop you as a possible owner. What about the argument, look, this is a bunch of billionaire owners sitting around and saying Rush Limbaugh isn't good for business. Is that the free market?
And when Limbaugh answered that question by blaming people other than himself for his exclusion from ownership, you can see Chris Wallace's incisive cross-examination of Rush with the follow-up question here.
So what do you think that was about? What do you think happened?
So Rush Limbaugh really got treated with kid gloves by his friends at Fox, but in the process, Limbaugh actually let slip an admission about the true nature of Fox News that contradicts the usual talking points about being fair and balanced, as you can see when Rush ended an answer explaining why he's not jealous of Glenn Beck's success with this revelation.
In 1988, there was nobody doing what I'm doing. Nobody. You had CNN was the only cable network, and you had the three networks and the newspapers. And now look what's out. All of this conservative media, conservative talk radio, television, Fox News, the conservative blogosphere. I mean, in one way, I could, if I wanted to have my ego be as big as Obama's is, I could say, look what I created.
Well, I'm glad Rush doesn't want his ego to be as big as Obama's is, but did you catch that penultimate sentence in which Limbaugh included Fox News in the pantheon of conservative media sources he claims to have spawned? Now, I never know whether to classify Rush Limbaugh as a prince of conservatism or a clown prince of conservatism, but whatever his leadership position in that movement, his confession that the people at Fox News are fellow travelers in his cause is a significant admission, I think, but I want to know what you think. When even conservative leaders like Rush Limbaugh admit that Fox News is a conservative media outlet, why doesn't Fox News just itself admit that it's conservative news rather than continuing to stick with that dishonest fair and balanced slogan? And putting Rush's last statement there about Obama's ego in the context of Rush's past racist statements, doesn't Rush Limbaugh's criticism of the size of Barack Obama's ego create a very special category of the pot calling the kettle black?
YouTube, you decide.